It's really easy to pluck a pigeon. It's not difficult at all. The feathers come out really, really easily. The important thing is when you're doing this, not to rip the flesh. So there's no particular place to start, you just start pulling them out. Don't be overly worried as you're going if there's odd feather left, because you'll be able to pull them out at the end anyway. So just trying to get the bulk of the feathers off at the moment. You can see a pellet hole there. You've got to be particularly careful when you're working around the pellet holes, because those are the parts that will rip most easily. When you're doing the wings, you only need to do up to the first joint, which is just in here. That's the only place where there's any flesh. Little feathers along the front of the wings are slightly more difficult to come out, but just if you take a little bit at a time and just work away. So I'm just working my way around the bird, just nice and methodically here, try not to make too much of a mess. You can see some of the small quill feathers, you have to pull those out individually. Onto the second wing now. And down onto the legs. You're going to be cutting the legs off just here, so you don't need to worry below that joint. And just withdraw the tail feathers. These are more difficult to come out, so you better just take a few at a time. And around the vent. And then just tidy up. And spend a lot of time doing this last bit, just getting off the last feathers. It's not bad. All these little quills need to come out now. So that's the plucking done, and we'll go on to the next stage now. That's what it should look like. We'll take the wings, the feet and the head off. So be careful you don't catch your fingers. Don't worry about the excess feathers, we'll take them off in a minute. You're going just on the joint. Feet off. And the head. And just remember to check the crop, make sure that there's no excess crop left. If there is, just trim it off. There we go. All we need to do now is gut it. Now with a sharp knife, we're just going to make a cut just on the end of the breastbone, which is just here. Okay. Just wide enough to get 2 fingers in. Right inside. And pull out the bits. Make sure you clear the vent as well. The vent's just here. Take out the heart. And remember, the lungs are right at the top, up against the top of the rib cage. So you just need to make sure that you remove all the lungs. That's them there. So all we need to do now is give that a good wash out, and that'll be us.